Hi, my name's Dana and I'm here in the City of Playford Library Service, and joining me today is the Mayor of Playford, Mr Glenn Doherty, and we're here today to talk a bit about the gift of reading. So Glenn, can you tell me a bit about the gift of reading?
Of course. Well, g'day everybody. The Gift of Reading program is a fantastic program that originated here at the City of Playford Library Service. It started in 2012, now in its 9th year. Each and every year we ask community members to collect books that go to families via Anglicare. And I'm so proud because this year we've collected a staggering 885 books that will go to worthwhile families here in our community, and that's a fantastic thing done here by our Playford Library Service, and so fantastic that other libraries right across South Australia have adopted this very great Playford initiative and are now reaching even more families across South Australia.
This is wonderful. So the books are donated to Anglicare. Do you know how they make a difference to the local community?
They make a huge difference to the local community. Every book collected goes via Anglicare in a Christmas hamper, and we know that reading and comprehending is really important for our young people. So we know that if we read to our youngsters, babies, teenagers and our young people, it provides the opportunity to ignite their imagination. They learn about the world, they're able to interact. And what a better way to do that, have mum or dad, grandma or grandpa or a significant other sit and read to them, because they're able to comprehend, get new knowledge, envision the world, and also get to touch and feel those wonderful books in the surroundings that they feel comfortable in. And we also know that we can reduce our stress level by 68% by reading a good book.
Wow.
So much better than listening to music or having a hot cup of tea. But I reckon a nice hot cup of tea with the books is a way to go. But these are great things that are a valuable contribution to our local community and do make a difference in young people's lives.
Now, I know you are mayor, but you wear many hats, and you're also a father of two young girls. So can you give us some tips on what your daughters are reading at this time?
Absolutely. Well, I can honestly say I come down to the library with my daughters quite often, and the library staff are fantastic, whether it's story time, helping, assisting us with getting some books or using the technology that's here. My two daughters love reading. My oldest daughter, Audrey, she loves Ella and Olivia. She's read those series back to front. My youngest daughter, Edith, she loves her Peppa Pig. And she also loves looking at anything to do with animals and absolutely adores it. And they're actually here in the library right now reading, which is really great. But they love reading and they also love being members of the Playford Library Service.
Fantastic. Now, I'm pretty sure we had some Peppa Pig books in there, so it's good to know that there'll be some lucky readers out there in the future.
Absolutely.
So is there anything you can share to encourage people to donate next year?
Look, absolutely. We know that 2020 has been a very remarkable year with COVID, but the generosity of our community is always ever present. But I really encourage a family over the next 12 months that if they got a couple of spare dollars and really love a book with their own family, to maybe purchase that book and drop it in. I'd love to get over 1,000 books for the 2021 Give a Gift of Reading program, and every book makes a difference in a young person's life. So if we can help to enrich that young person and their family unit by giving them the gift of reading, what better present and what better bonus to continue to make Playford a great place to live, work and play.
Well, thank you very much, Glenn, for coming in today. And yes, we thank you for the City of Playford's support, and we look forward to a much better 2021.
Thank you, Dana, and a big shout out to Anglicare. Thank you for all your support, and to all the Playford Library Service, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. These are the frontline great workers at the City of Playford that are helping to change lives and also keep our library service running. So well done to all of you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Thank you. I'm here today at the Playford Library with Astra from Anglicare. And Astra, I'm wondering if you can tell me a few things that Anglicare does in the local area.
No worries. So in the Elizabeth Mission, where all these books are headed, we have emergency relief services, homelessness services, as well as financial counselling and no interest loans. In other parts of the area, we have some housing services as well as a bunch of youth services.
Okay, so that's a fair bit.
Yes.
Now you've come in today to collect the books that we've collected for the gift of reading, and I guess our job is to collect the books and to hand them over to you. Can you tell us what happens once they leave the library? Where do they go?
So once they leave the library, they come over to what we call the Elizabeth Mission. They will be set aside to go towards our Christmas hampers. And so each year we do Christmas hampers to pick clients of our services. And this year we've got about 1,200 going out. And about 2/3 of them are at the Elizabeth Mission. So we get a name of the child or the age of the child, and we try and pick a book that's appropriate. We add it to the hamper, and they get to have a book as well as their gift and some food. Any books that don't go out in the hampers, we actually use throughout the year as part of our emergency relief and homelessness services. So if a family is currently got no place to live and they're staying in a motel, we might be able to give them one of these books so that the children have something to read and entertain them while they're there.
That's fantastic. We love the way the community's got behind this, and we have collected a few books for you.
Just a few.
So we hope to fill a few hampers. Just, I guess 2020 has been the year most of us would want to forget. And have you noticed how it's impacted the local community this year?
It has been different for our community. We're seeing different people coming in to see us. A lot of people that have never come to see us before, that previously worked, lost their jobs because of COVID-19. We've seen a lot of people that are international students who aren't eligible for any type of payment. And so, the bare necessities of any food, they've lost their job, they can't get money from home, they can't get any kind of benefits. So they're really, really struggling. So that's a new cohort that normally hasn't seen us to the extent we're seeing this year.
Yes, it is very different.
Yes.
Have you got any stories about the books that we've been donating over the past 10 years that you've got any feedback that you can share with us?
Look, our clients love getting the books. I think it's such an important part of people's lives to read and to learn. And for some people who are really struggling, to be able to read a story and escape the reality of what they're experiencing at the time is a really good thing. We really try and encourage reading. We used to have a little book library where people could come in and just take a book home with them. There was no fee or they didn't have to return it. It was just have a book, which was really nice. I must say my child sometimes wants to steal them. But it is really nice to hear from our young people to be able to say that here is a new book, no one else has probably read it. It's a really nice thing that they can keep, it can become theirs and they can treasure it.
Well, we hope to foster a lifelong reading habit, and we're really thankful that we can partner with you and get these books out to people in need.
And we love receiving them. I think it's really amazing to see the generosity of our local Playford community who are donating all these books and who are going to others in the community. You may not know it, but you've donated a book and your next door neighbour might get it. But we try and foster dignity when we provide these to our community. And it's just so nice to see the community spirit that comes here. And every year we get these books and it's just an amazing thing to receive.
Fantastic.
You should feel proud. It's awesome.
Do you have any tips for people wishing to donate next year? I mean, we're finishing up for this year, but we'll be on again next year.
Wonderful. Look, start early. If you're in Big W and you're buying some gifts for your kids for their Christmas, throw in an extra book into your shopping and put it aside for next year. That way, maybe we'll have 2 books instead of 1. The more the merrier. They'll all get used, and we love receiving them.
Well, thanks for coming in. We're going to give you a hand to pack these up because otherwise it might take you a while.
Wonderful, thank you.
And I'd love to give you a virtual hug. Thank you. Thanks for coming in, and thanks for the work that you do in the community.
Thank you for your help. We love it.
Thanks.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas to you all. Merry Christmas to all the children and their parents and their caregivers and their families and their friends. I give you all my best wishes and love you with all of my heart. And I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And for all the children that are watching, remember, the greatest superpower you can have is the gift of reading.